I am on time for once. This is like a miracle. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing my June wrap up. It's not even the end of June and I'm filming this already, and I feel like I deserve a Kit Kat or something for this. I managed to read 6 books this month, which is very, very exciting. So I'm just going to get straight into my June wrap up video. The first book I managed to read was The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. So as most of you are probably aware, this is the 4th and final book in the Raven cycle. I got this book like well and truly a month after it got released, purely because you couldn't fucking buy it anywhere in Australia. But I'm not going to get into how much that has pissed me off and still continues to piss me off nearly 2 months after I purchased this bloody book. I am so excited that I got to read it. Now, I did quite like this book, however, I am still entirely confused as to what the bloody point of this series was. And everything that happened with the king, I was just so annoyed about. And there were things that happened that confused me. But I don't know, overall this book left me more confused than I was before I started reading the series. Which I don't think is the point of the 4th and final book in a series, but whatever. There was one other thing that kind of did disappoint me a little bit, and that was the fact that 2 characters ended up getting together. Now, I don't know if it's just because I'm completely and utterly oblivious to this sort of a thing, but I feel like the relationship and these 2 characters liking one another came completely out of left field, because the first 3 books I don't feel like there were like things mentioned about these 2 characters and their relationship, but I never felt like it was, oh, I like you as more than a friend, and it turned out to be that, and I was left very confused because I feel like it only sort of really got mentioned in this book, but in the other 3 books it was barely alluded to at all. I wouldn't say it was my favourite book in the series, but I did quite like it. It's my favourite cover. Let's just go with that. So then the next 3 books I picked up are all in the series. That book is Deep Blue by Jennifer Donnelly. Now this is the first book in the Waterfire saga. I just decided I was going to reread the first one because it's a mermaid book. I probably should have explained that. This is the mermaid series. I love it. I love the covers in these series. Anyway, so it's about this mermaid world where basically we have the princess Seraphina? Safrina? I call her Safina, but I don't know if that's her name because I don't know how to pronounce it. Basically, her kingdom's attacked and she's been having these dreams about these sea witches. Basically, she teams up with these 6 other mermaids and they realize they're part of this prophecy to beat this bad, evil creature thing that's going to destroy all the oceans and the rest of the world. And they're all descended from these 6 powerful human mages. And I really love this book. The sequel, which is Rogue Wave, also by Jennifer Donnelly. Her covers are, well, in the first 2 they're stunning. The 3rd one's alright. The 4th one's just atrocious and I don't want to talk about it. So basically Rogue Wave continues on straight from where Deep Blue finishes. All the girls are going back to where they live to try and discover and find these 6 talismans that they need in order to release the cage that the bad monster's locked up into, so they can then go and defeat him and kill him so shit doesn't go down. But yeah, basically at the end of this book you actually find out who is responsible for shit going down. And it was really interesting and I really loved it and I like flew through it so much quicker, and I think Rogue Wave is definitely going to be my favourite book in this series, plus it has the prettiest cover and I freaking loved this book so much. Okay, then obviously I read is the 3rd book in the Waterfire series, which is Dark Tide. Most of the girls are reunited or get reunited back together in this book. Seraphine is now in charge of this rebellion group trying to take down the bad guys. I liked it because you got to see more of Astrid and her story and find out why she's the way she is in her family and her family life. It's getting quite intriguing, quite involved, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Like the whole reason I actually re-picked up this series was because the 4th book, Sea Spell, was supposed to come out on the 16th of June, but you can't buy it anywhere in Australia, and today's the 29th of June. It's been 13 fucking days and it is not available for purchase on most book websites in Australia. But yeah, I really like this book and I just really want to know what happens because it's a fun book. But the next book I read was You Know Me Well by Nina LaCour and David Leviathan. This book is basically about 2 gay characters, Mark and Katie, who were in high school, and one night they meet one another out during some pre-Pride Week celebrations, and basically Katie is in love with a girl she has never met but is her best friend's cousin who is coming back, and they're kind of set up to meet one another. And then we have Mark, who's been in love with his best friend Ryan, who is in the closet about being gay. Now, right from the get-go, didn't like Ryan. I was sus on him. I always thought Mark was like the cutest thing ever. And when I kind of was reading the stuff Ryan was saying and doing, I was just like, I don't like him. I really liked it. I flew through this book set in like a week. It's intense. But I really liked it. I liked Mark and Katie. So yes, the first time I've actually read characters, main characters who are gay, and the whole central theme is basically them being gay. I really liked it and I enjoyed it. And then the final book I read this month is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. This book is basically about 17-year-old Andy, whose dad is a congressman. Man, I don't really know what that means, but it's something to do with politics because we don't use that terminology in Australia. It's a bit of a big deal and some scandal breaks with one of his companies and he basically has to step back, and basically she's got these insanely crazy summer plans because she wants to be a doctor, and then that falls through and she has basically becomes a dog walker. Bloody brilliant. I didn't like this book at first. It was a little bit slow and hard for me to get into. After the first like 150 pages, I flew through this. I loved this book. I just thought it was adorable because like she meets this guy Clark and it was just their first date is the funniest thing I've ever read in my entire life. It's brilliant. Andy and her friends, very high school at times. This is one thing that happens toward the end of the books and I was like, guys, just get over it. Just some stupid guy who you're gonna be in love with for like 10 minutes. Your friendship is more important than some stupid guy. We're 17 and we don't get that. I am like 6 years out of high school. I don't have time for that mentality. But no, I really, really enjoyed this book and I thought it was fantastic. That was The Unexpected Everything. This book was very unexpected. It fits the name of the title. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Thought it was great. Okay guys, so they are the 6 books that I read. 6? 3? Yeah, I can count. 6. They are the 6 books that I managed to read in the month of June. Now, if you have read any of these books, please comment down below and let me know what you think of them because I always love to read your comments. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!